everybody. Good morning. My name is Claudine and my mom is Darlene and she has Parkinson's. Welcome to my mom's YouTube channel. I'm going to give you an update today. She wants just a day off just because she's been a little bit tired. She's been on some extra pain meds and whatnot since her JPeg tube insertion in her stomach. It's been a bit of a hassle so far, to be honest. She's had some trouble, of course. So the tube itself, like the inside of the tube, is working good. It will be able to be used for the medicine, the duodopa medicine. So that's her levodopa carbidopa that will, instead of taking 3 pills every couple of hours when she has this up and down, we'll give her a nice steady dose. And they're saying that the tube can still be used. So we're still set for next Tuesday for the titration to go and sit in the office and have them set up the medicine. We got a delivery of it. It takes up a bit of space in the fridge, has to be refrigerated, but they're the little cassettes. So each cassette is about this big, and then it goes into like this other little machine that we click it on every morning, and it'll run for 16 hours and give her a nice steady dose of it. So hopefully the benefits of that will outweigh some of the problems with the healing of the actual tube. She says that she feels like her belly has sort of filled up, like she lost a bunch of weight, and so for the longest time it's felt like extra skin just sort of hanging. But recently, since her JPeg tube has been put in, the stuff that's been coming out from around the tube, we've spent at least $100 on gauze in Canadian money so far, like gauze and tape and bandages and things, because she has been leaking an obscene amount of fluid. I've never seen anything like that before, from just a tiny little puncture hole with, I'm talking like a very thin tube coming out of it. The hole itself goes through her abdominal wall into her stomach, and then through her stomach into her small intestine, so that when the medicine is delivered, it will bypass her stomach. So what she's eaten won't affect the digestion of the medicine, which is a good thing, because sometimes protein can slow down the absorption of the levodopa and it doesn't work as quickly. So that's going to be good. But right now, I think the seal, on the outside there's a plastic triangle, and on the inside there's a plastic circle. And the circle is supposed to be like butted right up to the inside of the abdominal wall, and then the triangle is on the outside. But we have had like zero success keeping the triangle snug up to the belly. So therefore, the tube itself has been sort of loose. And I think that I was talking to Eric today, and he says that because I was telling him sort of about the smell. Some nurse assistant it only happened once. The first time, I'm sort of getting better at it with like the mask sometimes, but it does sort of smell like vomit actually, and it got sort of funky colors and whatnot. She had some cheesies and it turned orange on the gauze, and so Eric thinks that it might be stomach contents that are coming out, like around the tube, around the outside of the tube, like not from inside the tube, but from around the outside of the tube. So he's thinking that the seal is not good. So instead of having like gauze with tape all around it, I just actually got some square bandages today that will hold that triangle right flush to the skin, and hopefully keep it tight and let it heal. But they're saying they might need to do some imaging on Monday. So anyway, on Monday we might have to go in for some imaging. Dad also has chemo on Monday, so I'll take him over for that at noon. Today Mom was supposed to have a phone call with the pain clinic. We've waited a few months now for her to talk about pain management for her arthritis. I believe it's rheumatoid arthritis, just because I don't know, there's just, the pain meds just aren't even working for her. You know what I mean? Like, she's taking Percocets. They're the 5 milligram ones. Normally I'm more sure of what my milligrams and what the medicines and stuff are, but right now it's quite late. But I'm pretty sure she's taking 2 of those 3 times a day, and it takes the edge off for about an hour and a half off of the arthritis pain. We're still having to supplement with ibuprofen. It is helping with the abdominal wall pain, but we were really looking forward to this phone call today to talk to the pain clinic, and discuss some long-term pain management for her arthritis. And then of course they called this morning and needed to reschedule that appointment, and they're telling me that they have something in the middle of May. I said, that's just not acceptable. Like, we've already waited so long and she's just suffering in the meantime. So they have something on the 22nd now, apparently, of April. So on the 22nd, we'll hopefully talk to somebody again at this pain, like to start the process at this pain clinic for people with chronic pain, like ongoing pain management. So we're gonna do that. I don't know, there's lots going on. I'm very tired. I'm trying to get some of like Dad's supplies covered, and they were covered, but then of course it was supposed to be like a 2-year thing that it's covered for, whatever, like through the Alberta Aids to Daily Living. So we pay a portion, like a co-pay type deal, and then the government pays the rest for some of his pull-ups and supplies like that. But of course I went to place the order, and oh no, it's expired. They only did it for 6 months. So then we had to have Maureen come out to the house and just more paperwork. So I said, well, can we get Mom on that same program? And oh, she'll have to go see an incontinence doctor or something. I said, we're not going to see another doctor. Like, we don't have problems with, we're not going to go see a doctor for Mom because she, pees her pants at night and has nocturia. Like, we see real doctors because for her real problems, you know what I mean? Like, we don't have time for. And then she says, well, you could also write out like how much fluid she's drinking and how many pull-ups she's using per day. I said, you know what, I actually just don't even have time to make you up a menu like of this stuff. We'll just pay for it. I got a little frustrated this morning. I'm not gonna lie. I feel bad. I shouldn't, I'm trying to stay completely calm, cool, and collected, but every step of the way it feels like there's so many hoops to jump through, and I'm really trying to keep everything straight and organized, but frankly my organization skills with paperwork leave much to be desired. I have a drawer in my big dresser that all my papers are in, loose in a drawer, and about every 3 months I'll go through all the papers and try and file them in, but all the current papers are just sort of scattered loose in a drawer. So when Maureen was here, she says, should we want to get Dad back into the day program? And I said, well, yeah, he would, I think, like to go back to the Clifton house for 1 day per week. But of course, that's more paperwork, and she needs the, the Access Calgary number, his number. I'm gonna have to go look that up, and it's more paperwork. So, just try and keep things straight on the list. I'm not complaining. I don't mean to be complaining anyway. I hope it doesn't sound like I'm complaining. There's just lots going on right now. And some of this gauze, I don't know, I think it's probably kind of too gross to include the pictures of this. Maybe some of you enjoy that stuff, and normally I'll say I'm all for guts and gore, you know what I mean? Like, I myself have had, staples from my, my belly button down to my pubic bone 4 times, and I've never seen stuff come out of a hole like Mom has had come out of this JPeg tube. And I'm just really, really hoping for some success with this duodopa. She's been taking less levodopa right now so she can remain still, so this hole will heal. And there's been a lot less drainage today since I've been keeping the triangle nice and tight, which is good. Hopefully that will help. But I don't know, she's been taking less levodopa, which makes her arthritis a lot more painful, and when she's rigid, it's a lot more painful for her. So we're trying to find a balance. Anyway, I've rambled on now. She asked me to make her video, and now I've done it. So that's the update on Mom, sort of the update on Dad. I'm good too, just hanging around, trying to get the dog out for, the odd walk and whatnot. It's been nicer weather in Calgary, like 10 degrees, supposed to be 16 degrees tomorrow, so hopefully I'll get to take her over to the off-leash park. She can't hear me right now, or I would never say the park word. I would spell it definitely, but sometimes I think she's even learning to spell. If I'll say, I'm thinking if I'm going to take Indy over to the PARK, she'll look at me like, what did you just say? Or if I put my socks on, or if I go get this one certain purse that I have like the poop bags in, that we go for our walk or whatever, she gets all excited if I grab that purse too. So Yeah, so tomorrow anyway, I'm gonna take her to the off-leash park. It's supposed to be 16 degrees. Just have some leftovers. I think maybe Cal and Ashley and the kids are gonna come by tomorrow, so that would be nice. And yeah, I'm gonna wrap this up now. Thank you all for watching Mom and supporting her. She really enjoys reading through the comments, and she loves all you all and all the support that she gets. And I hope some people are able to learn some stuff, you know, from this as well, from her journey with Parkinson's and arthritis and a JPeg tube, and you know, all the different conditions that she's been lucky enough to be blessed with, unfortunately. So anyway, stay healthy and take care. See you later.